stand by, here we go, and action! Cut it once more.
You always get very nervous at this point because you have a schedule which is, believe it or not, we have 18 weeks, but it's a very tight 18 weeks. In fact, any film you do, it's never enough time because of all the complicated effect shots and all of the huge action scenes and things like that. But of course, it means the planning has to be that much more intricate and planned very, very carefully. And of course, all of any sort of effect takes time. So the answer is confident but extremely nervous, I guess. As one always is before you start a movie. But this is going to be a tough one. But it'll be good.
My name's Peter Aston, and I'm team leader on this project with the MiG-29s. It's 1/7 scale. That puts it at about 9 feet long and about 6 foot wingspan. It's powered by 2 model 15cc engines, and that revs at about 21,000 RPM. Gives it a top speed of about 130 miles an hour.
We have already done shots of them taking off, and it looks really very, very good.
I play M, who is the head of MI6 in London, based in London. Bond, of course, has got a simply marvellous mind, and she is meant to have a marvellous mind too. And although she is quite insulting towards him, there's obviously a huge respect, certainly from her point of view, about him. And I suspect maybe a little from him towards her.
It's a pretty evil character that I play. She's a person with extremes, and whenever somebody else would say, this is my limit, I'm not going any further, she would say, I'm going to go full speed ahead. And she just, she doesn't have those kinds of limitations that normal people have.
I think Bond girls always have been strong, and I really like Natalia. She's got lots more energy than I have, and she's always on the run and escaping through the whole thing. I haven't really been involved in the production with this amount of money, and it's just amazing to see how much you can destroy in 1 second.
Go!
Shootings and guns and explosions everywhere. It's really, really exciting.
Dead quiet, stand still. And action!
I think with this particular film, Goldeneye, and my introduction to the world, I think it's pretty streamlined. It's almost like to say a classic Bond. I think we've adhered to all the points and issues that make this character work.
8:44, take 1. Here we go, stand by, and 3, 2, 1, action! Come on, David! Come on!
Very good day.
man. You know who he is.
I think you're a sexist, misogynist dinosaur.
And you know his name.
His name's Bond. James Bond.
007 is back. Pierce Brosnan is James Bond in the new film from United Artists and producers Michael G. Wilson and Barbara Broccoli, Goldeneye. Set in the New World Order, Goldeneye returns 007 to the forefront of international intrigue.
I think what we have here is a film which people really want to see, and I think it addresses all of the symbols and all of the imagery that turned people on originally.
007's mission? To stop the world's most deadly weapon from falling into the wrong hands.
We're going to test fire Goldeneye.
Goldeneye exists.
Yes.
3, 2,
I want you to find Goldeneye.
1.
Beg your pardon. I forgot to knock.
Bond, come back alive.
6:33, take 3.
Acclaimed action director Martin Campbell assembled an outstanding international cast for Goldeneye. Isabella Scorupco plays Bond's Russian comrade Natalia. As cunning as she is alluring, Natalia makes a formidable match for 007.
She's a very strong and brave girl, and I admire her. She's always on the run and escaping through the whole film.
Do you know how to use one of these?
Yes.
Good. Snare a sight.
Famke Janssen portrays a villainess with a lethal mix of savagery and beauty.
I play Xenia Onatopp in Goldeneye, and as the name already suggests, I'm on top of things, literally and figuratively. Xenia works with Trevelyan and Ormov, and they're trying to steal the Goldeneye. All the kind of things that a villain in a James Bond movie does.
On the side of the British Secret Service, several new faces join the classic Bond characters, from the ever-faithful Miss Moneypenny.
What would I ever do without you?
As far as I can remember, James, you've never had me.
To the ever-serious M.
You don't like me, Bond. You don't like my methods.
And as the beloved gadget master Q, Desmond Llewellyn returns to the role he created for the series.
Morning, Q. Sorry about the leg. Skiing?
Hunting.
Here we go. Turn over and action.
Goldeneye was filmed on locations around the world. England, Russia, Puerto Rico, and Monte Carlo. To create a motion picture of such immense scope and scale, Goldeneye combines the stunts, the villains, and the action that make this the ultimate Bond film.
I think the film that we've got has got a grittiness to it. This was big. This was a full-out action movie. The shooting was intense.
3, 2, 1, action, go!
It's classic Bond. He just does incredible things, can fly through the air. Death is always seconds, inches away. It was exciting.
He's fantastic at action, and he's a very fine actor. So all of those, and well, he's a tremendous-looking guy. You know, he psychologically got to the role of Bond. You know, he always did a lot of work on it and came extremely well prepared.
It's a fine line of you and him, and you can't help. I mean, it comes into your life anyway. Any role does, because you find yourself driving the car as James Bond. It was amazing being in the center of it all, playing the guy.
What is it with you and moving vehicles?
There's an audience out there of 32 years standing, and the expectations are high, so you certainly feel that you're up there on the wire at times. And that's what's so enthralling about Bond. The women, the action, the way he handles himself. Vodka martini, shaken, not stirred. It's classic Bond.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Very words I live by.
Is the satellite in range?
How do you stop it?
He's getting ready to signal the satellite.
Target is London.
I think Bond is and should always be a fantasy world where people can escape. It's just a very big kick.
It's every man's dream to be James Bond for a day at least, if not for, the whole duration of a movie.
See you in hell, James.
You first. I think cinematically, what we've done is shaken it up. So it's just a big romp.
You don't need the gun.
That depends on your definition of safe sex.